So really nice BB reversal play here on NVIDIA this morning. Nice breakdown back into the Bollinger Band on increasing outlier volume. Really happy with this trade. Got pretty decent follow through. Maybe not as much follow through as I would have wanted on some other names, but ultimately pretty happy with how this trade came together. A little bit early on my entry, a little bit struggling with that a little bit here this week. So something to kind of keep focusing on. But ultimately this trade played out pretty nicely and took home a nice W. So waiting for this big enough pullback here. We're inside the zone, but want to see that overreaction flush, right? A little bit better. A bit more here, right? A little bit more. Starting to find a bit of a wall, right? Feels like starting to find a bit of a wall here. Okay, we're within a buck here, right? That's better. A little bit more though, if I can just a little bit more. I'm gonna be greedy. My entry, trying to be very greedy with my entry. I just don't think I'm being deliberate enough on where I want to pick my entry. I'm kind of like waiting for price to feel like it's the right time. It's always going to feel like the right time to buy. So I need to be a little bit more specific, I think, in how I'm going to be picking my entries. So that's something I'm going to think about for tomorrow. Yeah, maybe it's like a fib retracement or something along those lines. I'll have to think about that a little bit. But I think that's what I need to do. I need to be picking a specific price and then kind of having my order set and ready to go for that area. Almost there, almost there. Might just wait for this inside bar to close. Same setup on the indexes, right? Same setup on Tesla. On SPY, it's increasing volume on that inside bar, which may be a little bit concerning, right? High volume consolidation, not generally the best. Getting damn appealing though. So I'm gonna look to try to fade this early pop here, right? If there's an early pop, I'm gonna look to fade that. Oh man, it's taking a lot of discipline here. Holy. Trying very hard not to click the trigger yet. Nice work, Jesus. We'll see you tomorrow, man. Don't do this to me. See, all this waiting is kind of killing me, right? I'm watching this thing kind of hovering around. I'm not getting that sort of early pop that I was talking about. And so I'm, kind of in this moment, right, in my brain, I'm kind of changing my plan here a little bit. I shouldn't be changing my plan intra-trade. So nice to kind of notice that mistake there. I need to be maybe a little bit more stubborn. Once I say something, right, stick to it a little bit better and not try to, talk myself into an entry. I want it to give me exactly what I'm looking for before it's that moment. So I think FOMOing myself in a little bit, and I need to stop that habit because it's going to cost me money. Like, this was a sloppy entry when it should have been a lot cleaner. Hey guys, I'm gonna look for an entry here. All right, I'm in average price 277.20, 277.20. Keep going short on the downtick too, right? I want to be buying my short entries on the uptick. Otherwise, it feels like I'm chasing. I need to stop chasing my entries. I want to be buying them short on the uptick. Fuck's sake. That should have been my entry. God damn it. Yeah, I've hated my entries here so far this week. Hated my entries here so far this week. A little bit rushed on them. Trying to fight the feeling of not missing the play, but getting a good enough risk-reward ratio, and I'm not winning that fight necessarily. A little bit rushed. Like, this should have been my entry right here. What I've been doing this week is I've been buying entries on the downtick instead of on the uptick, right? I'm chasing entries. I'm not letting them come to me. That's the issue. Jared, it's right here. 278.35. It's also in the Discord. Better volume profile here on that 5-min breakdown. So I had more reasonable space, right? The move hadn't happened. It was the laggard. So, you know, have a little bit of room, right? Maybe lagging behind a little bit. Finally gives me sort of that confirmation look. The hope was that it was going to be that sort of next bout of continuation. Okay, we're back in business here. Let's see if this thing can break down. Oh, making me work this week, making me work. My entry was terrible here. That's first thing. I mean, same thing like yesterday. I knew it right away. Still surviving here. I just want to go into a hole though. Oh man. Still surviving here. Like deja vu. Okay, SPY just broke down. Let's see if this thing can follow suit. There we go. Starting to finally get a little bit of separation here. Gonna look to trim some off in a call it 276.50, which is here. I'm gonna close 276.50. On. Fuck myself here, did I? Nice work, Rusty. Well done, man. Well done. Oh, trade's making me work, but now nicely green, I guess. Let's see if we can keep getting a bit of follow through. Trying to close just a little bit off here. So ultimately pretty happy with this trade. Right now getting a little bit of follow through. Should be able to take some profit off here in a second. But bad entry made this just a lot more stressful than it needed to be. Right, kind of teased that stop loss there and then broke down. So a little bit stressful. Definitely could have been a little bit smoother, and the bad entry price led to that. Strangely, NVIDIA didn't give me that much follow through here. Didn't really fill that gap until sort of the afternoon. So it was showing maybe relative strength compared to some of its peers, at least in the morning. And from my perspective, it was kind of my favorite setup here to the downside in the pre-market. So maybe got a little bit too attached with my pre-market analysis. And, you know, maybe was anticipating that strength would step in just because I thought my analysis was strong. So maybe a little bit of ego attachment there. But ultimately happy with this session. happy with this trade, and we'll see what else kind of sets up here. It feels like this week I keep picking the hardest trade. Crazy. Okay, SPY breaking down here quite aggressively on volume. Right, QQQ not far behind. You're not getting cooperation from NVIDIA. Are you kidding me? Like begging and screaming for some follow through here, and it's leaving me stranded. Reds on these are pretty big too, like 30 cents. Again, right? Making lower lows. Where's my NVIDIA cooperation? Come on, let's break. Okay, getting close to that profit target, right? 1 cent away. Hitting me again. Okay, there we go, right? Closed half my position there at that 276.47. All right, let's see if this thing can give me follow through further to the downside. But well done, everybody. This was a hard trade. It was a really difficult trade. Really shitty entry, which cost me probably $1,000, to be honest. Maybe more, actually. But let's see if we can get some further follow through here. See if this thing can break down through low of day. Maybe fill that gap with some enthusiasm. Man, I've had to work hard for this one, though. This week has definitely been a strain on me, I would say. Yeah. Feels like the longer it takes for a trade to come together for me, it seems like I get more like emotionally attached to the decision. I think also, not to kind of a first world problem, but I mean, to a certain extent, see how crappy the weather is here, and I keep checking the, weather at the resort I'll be staying at in a week. Going to Mexico for a friend's wedding. Staying a place called like TRS Youth Can or something like that. It's in Playa del Carmen. Gonna be fancy. I might just close this. I'm out of this NVIDIA. So yeah, all in all, good trade. Happy I didn't compound really mistakes here and, make things kind of worse or get greedy. Took half off at sort of that 1R, de-risked pretty well, and that actually ended up making me more money. So pretty happy with that process. Ultimately, there was more follow through here later, but it made higher highs by quite a bit and then broke down. So it just kind of showed me relative strength here this morning. But yeah, happy with this trade. Back to a green week, and let's see if we can keep kind of compounding these wins. But good trade. Just got to keep focusing on those entries, and we'll make that better and bigger for next time.